the gun.
Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Friedman. I'm the CEO of CryptoProof. We're here at the Bitcoin conference 2022. What an amazing event.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. And also the after parties. It's just, I think Miami has come alive with Bitcoin this weekend.
Yeah, so CryptoProof is an early stage company that is helping, small, mid-sized banks enter the crypto space with confidence. We, can work with companies like Elliptic, bring those tools to banks that are not as crypto savvy, not as blockchain native, and help them leverage the best-in-class KYC and AML tools so that they can offer new financial technologies and products in the crypto space to their customers.
And so when you're talking to banks, what sort of AML compliance questions are they coming with?
It's a really good question. Really, they don't even know. They're coming to us.
Starting from scratch?
They're coming to us and they're saying they know there's a problem receiving crypto deposits, and they know there's a problem allowing crypto withdrawals.
Yeah.
They don't know how either of those things should work, how they should be solved, what information they need to look at. And look, I'm generalizing here. A lot of banks that we're talking to have thought this through more, and they're really looking for a solution that just makes it very easy to ingest the data and to arrive at decisions. But yeah, there's a lot of education that needs to be done in the space, and what's encouraging is, we're seeing a lot of banks at this conference that are excited about offering crypto to their customers and want to get involved quickly.
Right. And so you're a fairly new company, but you've grown quite a bit in the last year or so.
Yeah, that's true.
What's on the horizon?
Well, yeah, we started, my co-founder and I started as a company of two. We just started talking about this problem of how do we bridge the crypto ecosystem and the traditional financial ecosystem. We started looking at it simply as, what sorts of data would banks need to see in order to be comfortable and feel safe working with these new types of customers, these new types of assets. Since then, we've grown about fivefold, so now we're 10 people that we have at the conference here in Miami. And I think what we're looking to do right now is, now that we have met so many banks and so many different types of professional services firms that want to work with us, we want to hire more engineers, hire more people on the sales team to really go after these opportunities.
Right. So it seems like a lot of the financial institutions have sort of just gotten on board with crypto, or sort of begun to enter into this space.
Yeah.
What do you see the projection of them being interested in things like NFTs, DeFi protocols, DAOs, sort of these the newer developments in the ecosystem?
I mean, I definitely would want to answer each one of those things individually, because I think, I have a call, I've networked and met a lot of people in the traditional financial community and legal community that have sort of made the jump, like myself, into the crypto space. And what I see is a lot of them are moving towards investment firms or financial services firms or even DAOs. I think there's a lot of really amazing stuff that could be done with DAOs as the new type of investment funds or new types of companies, and how do they deal with verifying their customers and their investors, and just ensuring that they're now operating as legitimate businesses that can access capital from traditional banks and really scale in the way that businesses need to scale. So I think with the DAO piece, there's a lot of exciting things on the horizon, and we're working with those companies both on KYC and also on investor accreditation. I think as it relates to NFTs, I'm not an expert on NFTs. I believe there's a lot of really exciting things that can be done with tokenization of real world assets. And there's a lot of really cool ways to fractionalize that. And then again, you get into sort of securities law questions, which we'd love to jump on that and help out.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away from appraisals and valuations. I used to work in the insolvency space and deal with a lot of valuation experts. And all I'll say is it's more of an art than a science. So that's where I think, it's great to see JPEGs and, price discovery coming together and letting the market decide what these things are worth.
Right, and so do you think lawyers are going to start using things like smart contracts or, the transparency of blockchain more and more in their life, or is that just sort of the antithesis of the law?
No, I would hope, look, I think when I was a lawyer, and I actually did do a little bit of like no-code computer programming. Like if we get like 1 million documents, I'm sure this is super interesting for everyone out there, but if we get 1 million emails and documents, what you often do is you do like OCR, you kind of take the text out of the document and then you run keyword searches. So it's like, if this happens, then that happens.
Right.
That's smart contract programming. So smart contracts were one of the things that really drew me into the space when I first became more interested in crypto, around 2 years ago. And I think there's amazing opportunities to, obviously we're seeing it right now with collateralized lending. That's just the beginning, and that's kind of a little bit of an inefficient market. I think there are ways to really leverage smart contracts to make it a lot easier for lawyers to arrive at decisions, which can take months and cost tens of thousands of dollars. Allow CPAs to arrive at decisions, which can take the same amount of time and cost the same amount of money. We should be using smart contracts to make the jobs and lives of everyone easier and automate financial transactions as much as possible. This is a new space. We are going to see some bugs in the system, but that's where I think proofs of concept and working between regulators, the private sector, financial services firms, and technology companies like ours is a great way to kind of sandbox it out and even test it out in a live setting.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Seriously, thank you so much for stopping by the booth. Really appreciate talking with you.
Amazing, my pleasure. Thanks for having me, and thanks everybody.
All right.